Today is a very sad day in Canadian history. And first and foremost, I want to express my sincerest condolences to the families and the community of Tumble Ridge, BC. As a mother of 4 very small children, 2 of which have reached elementary school age and attend a K-12 school here in Alberta, this is literally a mother's worst nightmare. And I have hugged my kids more this morning than I have in a very long time. But somebody needs to address the elephant in the room here. And the fact that this young man who did this tragedy was extremely mentally ill. The police are reporting multiple attendances to his home for mental illness. Social media posts are coming forward where he talks about being in the psych ward and experimenting with street drugs, almost burning his house and his family to the ground during one incident. And the fact that this young man, who's being reported as being female in the news, had such deep mental illness, and yet the root causes of that mental illness were not addressed before medical professionals thought that it was appropriate to transition a child. Transitioning children is not the answer. If a child like this young man has many underlying mental conditions, changing his gender is not going to fix the problem. And the fact that these medical professionals thought that, hey, maybe if he's a woman, everything will be better, and they put this child on puberty blockers and started to transition him without addressing the root mental cause, didn't help him. It only made things worse. And honestly, I couldn't be more proud to be an Albertan who has a government who stood up and used the notwithstanding clause to prevent this from happening to children in the future here. Mental illness needs to be first and foremost the priority of medical professionals. And the medical professionals who dismissed the medical underlying conditions and pushed gender-affirming care and gender-affirming medication on this young man without dealing with his mental illness first should have their license revoked. This is becoming an epidemic in North America, in Canada, and the United States. Pushing this kind of care onto children before rigorous mental health assessments and dealing with rigorously dealing with the underlying mental conditions prior to pushing gender affirming care is what is causing further mental illness. And until we see that and we stop the experimenting on young boys and girls and telling them that they can just be the other gender without making sure they are mentally stable first, we're only going to see this happen again. This tragedy can be prevented if medical professionals do their job and deal with the problem at hand and not jump straight to gender affirming care.